Hello everyone and welcome back to another Bitcoin chart planning update video. The purpose of this video is just to go over a trade I took today. It's a day trade during the live stream today, and why I got in, what made me want to get out, and then just to kind of hopefully give you guys some insights on how I'm viewing this chart and the price going forward, and how what has to happen for me to want to go ahead and get back into another trade. So just to go over the actual trade real quick so we can get out the way and jump into the charts. Here is a picture I took of my screen because I was using the website, the broker on the website, not the app. And then as well as a transaction history on the trade. It was one buy and one sell using margin. The reason I'm using margin, which I rarely ever do, is because I have another BITU position opened up to take advantage of the more larger, leg up area that I'm focused on, the next sell area I have for that one. But I saw a good day trade opportunity. So to give you guys a more exact P&L, because I took that picture right before closing the trade and the price moved slightly. So the 27,401.73 sell minus the 26,270 buy, my actual P&L for the trade was $1,131.73. So when I opened up the chart today, basically we were trading right here. There was somewhat of a resistance trying to form. The RSI was still showing more potential to potentially max it out, which as you can see it did. But I ended up buying BITU while Bitcoin was trading right here. Then as the price started going higher, and what made me also believe, besides the RSI, that the price was going to go higher was if you look back in previous trades, in this area right here, there wasn't a whole lot of strong resistance. We had somewhat of a support forming here that could have acted as resistance then, but it was very weak. This is just a smaller structure within this, more wavy sort of trend trying to push up higher. So it was kind of weak in my opinion. I believe the RSI was still favoring this potential trade, and then also within this area right here, there wasn't any not just clear, but there really wasn't any imbalance either on any time frames. So I took a trade here because the 120 moving average was still much higher, indicating that the 120 could work together with the RSI to find resistance up here. And then also the retracement area wasn't maxed out, so I had more than enough evidence to at least be comfortable taking this 500 share with BITU trade. As the price started pushing up higher, I ended up taking into consideration this sort of smaller next leg up area within this structure, starting from the bottom of this swing trade or swing low to the top of this swing low, and then closing it out right here, created this area. So I thought, well, two things can happen. We can either just max out the retracement area in blue, and then the extension area in green also provided another reason why I believe the price will go higher. So I ended up selling, I think it was slightly above the blue area because the price kept trying to retrace back into it. And I thought, well, even though the 120 is up there and the RSI was just about maxed out, I thought, just because these are indicators doesn't mean it has to happen. So I took that as a clear signal to sell. Of course, the price did end up pushing up higher and now is showing more consolidation again. I'm very happy with that trade. It was a very clear opportunity to buy. There was more than enough evidence to buy than to not to. And then as we started pushing up higher and maxed out the blue retracement area, and again, the RSI was just about maxed out. And then we were also nearing this swing low right here where there's somewhat of a consolidation. I thought, there may be enough resistance there to just get out. There's no reason to hold on to this any further. So for that day trade, sort of side BITU position that I took with margin, ended up being very good. I'm very happy with it. Now going forward, in order for me to want to buy again, now again, I showed this position a few days ago. Maybe it was like a day or two ago, for the next leg up position, which is the more swing trade BITU position is still in play. It's just 1,000 shares. I believe I'm currently down on it either 3 or 4K. Our average buy is 59 something in the high 59s. And I do believe as Bitcoin eventually comes up into this area, we will be again with BITU deep into the $60 range. And then from there is when I'm looking to potentially sell. And then we also have potential continuation of resistance over here on the 106, which is beginning to fade out slightly as we continue to fluctuate. There is another weekly, so a 1 week liquidity at 106,700, which is one I'm keeping an eye on to see if it's going to continue to build up or if it's going to start sort of fade away as well. That one I'm still just keeping an eye on. But to go ahead and jump into another short-term, potentially day trade, I want to see the price eventually come down into this imbalance area. The RSI is quite high, and now that we stretched it up over here, once we come down, we should see it bottom before it potentially, it's still possible for it to reach this swing low once again. I think it's more likely to find support within this imbalance area right here in this rectangle than it is to come down here. So I'm going to be looking to, at this point, actually not open a day trade or not even open a secondary position with BITU. In fact, in this area, I plan to just add to the primary position that I've been holding on to for a couple of days now, and then plan to sell it up here. So this is the area I'm looking at. If price does something different, then I will update you guys on this area. Rather not, I'm still keeping an eye on it. Rather, it's worth keeping an eye on. But this area is still overlapping with this smaller retracement area, which obviously did not act as a resistance, but now it can act as a support going forward. So I do want to see the price come into this area before I look at adding to the primary position for BITU to go further up. So it's as simple as that. There's really not much else to say. We've had a lot of really nice fluctuations within this overall structure that's been forming. I believe the third wave is in because over the weekend Bitcoin did pretty much max out the extension area for support that we have down here. Maxed it out really nicely. Obviously broke over it considerably. So I do believe this is in. We'll see if I'm wrong or not, but I don't believe the price will come below this. I believe it's much more likely for it to eventually fluctuate up into this area before it is to break below this. But again, pretty solid trade today during the live stream, but I want to get back in, or at least add to the primary position, but only if the price comes into this area. If not, then we'll let that position ride out and put us into the green. And then, of course, again, if not, I'm going to be adding in this area. This is my next buying area before we potentially come up to the sell area up there. And then we got to see what that 1 week liquidity looks like going forward at the $106,700 level. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this one. There's a Mara video that's going to be coming out soon. Someone, and I will say who it is, he's been out here for a while, and he's very intelligent, just like many others in the Bluefin community, and that, follow the channel as well. But he gave me some resistances that he's looking for, and they seem very solid, and I want to share that with you guys on the Mara video coming up soon. So yeah, I'll take care, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one.